Just waiting for a good sound check. Okay. Notifications is out. That's what we need it. That's what we need it. Go ahead and run the commercial. We'll go ahead and get started, all right?
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
All right, that does it. Clap it up. I said it much better myself. All right, I want to say Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Christian organizations, Muslim mosques, political parties. You understand? No other religious institutions on earth do we affiliate with. You understand? We stand alone in the fight, teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969. And that truth is that the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Most High's chosen people, man, according to the Bible, all right? We make up the 12 lost tribes of Israel. We also understand that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. When we say devil, we mean, not the pitchfork, not the imagery that we've grown so accustomed to and associate the word devil with, but we're talking about someone who is our adversary, someone who is a very cunning liar and very crafty in his deceptive ways. You understand? We also understand this oppressor to be our enemy. All right. So again, I'm Priest and Officer Aisha Allah of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge right here on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. You understand? Holding it down for the Baltimore and Eastern Shores Wednesday law class. You understand? It's like we do like a two-part version. We got the Eastern Shore. We come on a little bit earlier from about 5 to 6. And then Baltimore, they come and blaze it from 7 to 9. All right. We might go a little bit late. We might go till about 6:30 tonight for real. Anybody tuning in, you got the attendance. I'm putting the attendance link in the chat for you right now. You young men, you understand, out there, young men and women looking for credit to get that Hebrew name, man, and doing your 90 days, getting up in these classes, you understand, actually seeking the truth about who you are and what the hell is going on in the world. You understand? Make sure you hit that link and get credit for your attendance. All right, do that 90 days, all right, with zeal and diligence. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about, again, what the hell else is there to talk about tonight other than this whole ridiculous season of elections and voting? You understand? We just, in case you guys have been under a damn rock somewhere, I'm going to break it to you. I believe Donald Trump is, about to be the 59th president, 7th. 55th and 57th, I think he said. 45th and 47th, So yeah, everybody, yesterday it was, this huge frenzy, people wanting to be a part of, this election process and these campaigns and wanting to support the candidate that they felt best represented, them. You understand? And I mean, listen, we live in America. I mean, yeah, an old racist white man, you understand, is president. All right. So I know some blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans might be a little bit upset about that. How can he win? but the alternative would have been no, not much different. You understand? You would have had a culture vulture of a lying um, female version. You understand, of an oppressor. All right. If anyone that's not an Israelite, you understand, according to paternal lineage, then you are simply a heathen. You understand? You are a stranger, and both of the candidates are heathens. They're strangers. They are enemies to the children of the Most High. So everybody's all worked up. Everybody. Here's the thing: this voting nonsense. It, it it's it's just another silly superstition at the end of the day. All right. So don't go jump off a bridge or anything. Don't go, you understand, um, check out, so to speak. And it ain't no cause for none of that. You know what I mean? Like there's very little reason to panic. You understand? Ultimately, your day to day isn't going to change much. You understand? I know that the candidate that you voted for has promised to make your life just so much better. You understand? If you listen to their campaign rallies, if you listen to their speeches, if you watch the damn commercials, right? If the people that work for them, live it, came to your door and knocked on your door and reminded you of all the great things that you'll receive if Mr. Trump or Miss Harris, could receive your vote, like that you'd be voting, for a better world. You understand? For you and your children to live in, and I hate to break it to you, man, that was all a game. That was all a game. I'm sorry to, really bear the bad news, but you've been duped again. And again, how can you not be duped? When you look at the nature of the campaign season, right? Millions upon millions of dollars goes into pushing that I'm here to save you narrative. You understand? Like, I'm here for you, not the other person. The other person doesn't care about you, but you need to vote for me, because if you vote for me and I win, all of your wildest dreams are going to come true. You understand? Your health's going to be amazing. Your money's going to be amazing. Your neighborhood's going to be amazing. The schools are going to be amazing. The police force is going to be amazing. The country's just going to be amazing, and the world's going to be amazing. All you have to do is vote for me. That's it. So how could you not get your damn hopes up? You understand? If you're not in the ISUPK under Command and General Yohana, then you are it's likely that you are a Christian. You understand? And Christianity breeds that kind of hope. Christianity breeds that kind of emotional optimism. You understand that this is it. Hell, your pastor probably marched, some candidate in front of you and told you that this is the one that God's telling me to tell you that you need to vote for. And I mean, and we get all emotional and wrapped up in it, and we believe that this is truly, someone sent from the Lord to deliver our people, man. But I mean, again, I hate to break it to you. It's just silly superstition, man. It's the same kind of superstition that was at play a week ago during Halloween, right? All of the nonsense about the black cats, you understand? All the nonsense about the the afterlife and the realm between the living and the dead being compromised or at its thinnest, so the dead get to come and congregate amongst the living, and all of this nonsense. Where we get all these silly traditions from, behind a bunch of superstition. And this voting nonsense, it's just another one of the things that we as a people get superstitious about, because we are desperate. You understand? Poverty and oppression, racism, systematic racism, again, just being mistreated. You understand? Being from, destroyed, a destroyed people. You understand? And from destroyed houses, it creates a very desperate people who are looking for, some type of relief, some type of hope. And they sell it, boy. They sold it, man. This whole campaign season, they sold it, man. But here's the thing: by doing that, but by getting our hopes up about that, by believing in these electorates, is that the right word? Right, these candidates, by believing in them and putting our hope and faith in their ability to save us and to help us, we've made a grave mistake. You understand? I remember I used to vote, man, long time ago, right? And again, I would fall for the same antics. It's like, okay, which candidate is going to be, the one that's really talking what I like to hear? But I mean, only, you vote. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. And again, very little changes in our communities. Very little progress gets made, you understand, in terms of, the drug problems and again, the poverty, the crimes, you understand, the families being split up. Like there's a thing that is broken within our community that voting can't fix. All right. Voting can't fix the problems that you got in your house, black man. It can't. Voting ain't never done it, won't do it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to do it. All right. So don't get all bent out of shape about who won, who didn't win. Again, that's not where the solution lies. That's not where your hope is. That's not where your hope should be. Everybody understand that? Let me get the book of First Timothy chapter 4 verse 7 if I could. Salakia. First Timothy chapter 4 verse 7. If you got any questions, you understand, you can just throw them in the chat. Otherwise, we're just gonna rock and roll here on this topic, okay? Anybody got that?
Come.
All right, well, you go ahead and read that nice and loud if you could.
This is the book of First Timothy, chapter 4, verse 7.
Do what? Go ahead.
But refuse.
Do what?
Refuse.
Do what?
Refuse.
Refuse, man. The God of the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, there's something he's telling us to refuse, man. What does it mean to refuse something? Anybody know? Amawan?
To deny or go against.
Yeah, to deny it, to go against it, to reject it. You understand? Don't accept it. There's something that we're supposed to refuse, man. There's something that we're supposed to leave alone. Something we're supposed to sit out, man. Read.
Profane.
What?
Profane.
What?
Profane.
Profane? What does profane mean? What does it mean if something's profane? Go ahead. Aliyah.
Relating or devoted to that which is not sacred or biblical.
Yeah, like something that's not according to God. You understand? Something that goes against God. Something that is just garbage. You understand? Like something that's just useless. It says refuse. Go ahead.
And old wives' fables.
And what?
Old wives' fables.
Old wives' fables, man. What's an old wives' fable? Anybody know? Anybody know what an old wives' fable is? Go ahead, Aliyah, you try it.
Like one of those folk tales.
It's well, yes.
Like a made up story.
Yeah, it's a It's just look it up in the dictionary if you could, Baba Kasha. We'll get that read. I'm a wine. You read that if you could. What is an old wives' fable? And our God is telling us to refuse them, to refuse a damn old wives' fable. You understand? Refuse it. You got that? Read.
A superstition or traditional belief that is regarded as unscientific or incorrect.
Read that again. One more time.
A superstition.
A what?
Superstition.
A what?
A superstition.
Go ahead.
Or traditional belief.
A what?
A traditional belief.
What's a traditional belief? What's a tradition? What makes a tradition a tradition? There you go.
It's like what people keep doing for generations and
Yeah,
generations.
it's repetitive. You understand? It's some belief that you're doing over and over. It's superstitious. You understand? It's a tradition that you're doing over and over. Read.
That is regarded as unscientific.
It is what?
Regarded as unscientific.
What does it mean to be unscientific? You can read the rest of it. Maybe that'll give you the context of it. Or what?
Or incorrect.
Or what?
Incorrect.
Or what?
Incorrect.
Okay, or incorrect. So you've got these superstitions and these traditions and beliefs that reoccur that really are just scientifically incorrect. It's just not true. It's not based in fact. It's not based in reality. It's just it's nigh unto schizophrenia. You understand? Well, what did they say? And look, they say, what's the definition of insanity? Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You understand? Like, so is vote. The Bible says that we're supposed to refuse these things. We're not supposed to do these things. We're not supposed to put our hope into some damn candidate who is just, fighting to gain the power of America. You understand? And just be the most emboldened American, on earth, because they have this position or this seat. That's what it's all about. It's all about, at the end of the day, for each candidate that runs for president, it's about legacy. It's about, now I go down in the history books as one of the presidents of the United States. That's what it boils down to. It has a damn thing to do with your problems. How do I know your problems don't matter to them that are just trying to cement their legacy? Because your problems will still be there in 4 more years when the next candidates are making the same promises. Why would the next candidate have to make the same promises that these candidates made? There's only one logical answer there. Aliyah.
Because the last candidate didn't do it.
Because the last candidate didn't deliver on the promises that they made to fix everything and to create this utopia here in America. Listen, man, this is hell. America is hell for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. It is. It just is. It has been, and it will continue to be. Now that hell might try to change and shape, change shape, change form. It might try to change fragrance. You know what I'm saying? They might try to disguise it, in one way or another, but do not be deceived. It's the same hell. So when someone comes along promising you that they're going to fix this hell that you live in, then, you really should just, be guarded against that. You understand? The Bible says, refuse profane and old wives' fables. But do what, Amawar?
And exercise thyself rather unto godliness.
Say that again.
And exercise thyself.
And exercise thyself. What does it mean to exercise thyself? It's saying to exercise thyself. Commit. That's not a bad word. Aliyah, what were you going to say?
Train yourself to.
Yeah, like train, like commit to it, to train. Like it says do this, basically. You understand? Do this. Instead of doing the repetitive superstition, Here's an exercise for you to do. You understand? Like here's some work. Here's something to do and something to do. What's that next word?
Rather.
Again?
Rather.
Again?
Rather.
What does rather mean? Aliyah?
Like instead.
Instead. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of doing that, this is what you should do. So instead of getting wrapped up in the damn campaign season every 4 years, 2 years, whether it's, you know, governors and senators and different delegates and, you know, the president, you understand? Instead of getting all worked up behind those promises and thinking that, you know, this is my breakthrough. My breakthrough's here. You understand? Like instead of doing that, what should we do, Amawan?
Exercise thyself rather unto godliness.
Unto what?
Godliness.
Unto what?
Godliness.
What is godliness, man? What is godliness? What the hell would godliness be in comparison or in contrast to old wives' fables? What would godliness be? Amawan?
Definition is the quality or practice of conforming to the laws and wishes of God.
Yeah, conforming to the laws and wishes of God. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. You understand? Let's try to do what God says. What about that? Rather than believing in the damn Easter bunny, rather than believing in the tooth fairy, you understand? Rather than believing in Santa Claus, you understand? Rather than believing in, you know, the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, rather than believing that, you know, that all of your wildest dreams are going to come true behind who you vote for. Try godliness. Let's try that on. Let's try to do what God says to do. Does everybody understand that? That's what the Bible's saying. Your damn pastor is a fool to try to convince you to go vote, to try to convince you that, you know, if you don't vote, you're a part of the problem. Every vote counts. What damn hip hop not too long ago, your boy Diddy was telling people, he said, vote or die. You understand? He said, vote because your life depends on it. Yeah, how about instead of believing in all of that nonsense, we just try serving the Most High God of this Bible, man, and keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Like that sounds like a little bit more, it seems a little bit more rational considering the results we've gotten every, you know, 4 years. That seems a little bit more practical, especially when the God of this Bible told us about the condition that we'd be in, told us about being in slavery, told us about having to serve our enemies. You understand? Talked about how proud our enemies would be. You understand? In their countenance and how proud they would be about some damn bird. You understand? Some eagle. Like he warned us about all of this. And we end up in this condition because of our disobedience to him, because we didn't want to keep the law, because we thought that the ways of the other nations and the ways of the heathens round about us was a better way to live. So we go follow after them, we go do what they do, and we end up in captivity again. It's such a repetitive theme all throughout the Bible. And here we are, 2024. Instead of getting back to serving the God of the Bible, we think that, you know, the damn voting for Kamala, I'll never know how to pronounce her name. I feel like I say it wrong every damn time. Kamala or Donald Trump. You understand? Like we think that that's what's going to fix things. Nah, man. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite of fixing things. Us not refusing the old wives' fable of voting, that superstitious tradition that's not rooted in anything scientific. Instead of turning back to the God of the Bible, we'd rather do those things that piss him off, that make him angry. You understand? Because God told us not to vote. Do you understand? I mean, You can't do both. You can't serve the God of the Bible and vote. You understand that? Let me get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 15, real quick. Yeah, you can't do both. Your pastor in there thinking, you know what I'm saying, got the whole damn congregation thinking that they serving God when they're sinning against God by voting. You understand? They're thinking that God is telling them who to vote for. There's a silly pastor named Brian Carn. He calls himself Salak. He calls himself Prophet Brian Carn. He's such a damn prophet. look, look, look. He's all worked up and pumped up because he prophesied that Donald Trump would win this election 2 months ago. Surely it was a long shot. Saw a damn video about him. I'm prophesying there's gonna be a change. Shut up. Shut up. You telling people to go vote and be a part of the change, man, behind your silly prophecy, man. And all you doing is proving to be absolutely wicked and ignorant about what the God of the Bible wants out of the children of Israel. You got that Deuteronomy 7 and 15? 17 and 15, Salakia. All right, go ahead, warrior.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, man. There are some things we supposed to do and some things we not supposed to do. This is a thing that we're not supposed to do. This is a thing that it's not optional. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not optional whether or not we can vote. Like voting isn't one of those things. It says where there is no law, there is no sin. You understand? But everything that's lawful isn't always expedient. This isn't one of those things that you could kind of like, if you want to, you can, but I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? It's not like wearing tennis shoes or wearing boots. It's not like one of those things. You get what I'm saying? Where your preference is fine. This is one of these things that we are not supposed to do. We are not supposed to vote. One, we ain't supposed to be silly and superstitious enough to think that your damn vote matters. Everybody that voted for Kamala, right? How much was their vote worth? So, someone let me know. Huh? How much everybody that voted for Kamala? I forget how many millions. Let me look it up. I'll look it up while y'all are thinking of a very obvious answer. Jesus goodness, look at that. Huh? 67 million people voted for Kamala Harris. How many of those votes counted? Salakia, they're still counting. They're not done counting yet. They're still counting votes in Nevada and Arizona. Do those votes matter? Salakia. Yeah, a wooden nickel. Excellent answer, Adolphus. Excellent answer. A wooden nickel. It's worth nothing. What the hell? They're still counting votes in Nevada and Arizona. Why? Why? None of those, it means nothing. Kamala Harris, 67,301,954 votes. Yeah, your vote counted. It counted. Yeah, what are we doing here, man? Like the illusion of value. Huh? They closed down schools. Well, what the hell else was closed? Was the post office open? Huh? Were banks open yesterday? I don't know. Why?
want to also point something out too.
No, go ahead.
So if you add up all the votes, you get about 139 million votes.
139 million votes overall.
If you look at the U.S. total population, it's 300 million people.
300 million people. So 109, you said something like that? Versus
139 versus
139. That's like 40%. It's like 35, 40%. People in America voted. They cast that ballot, and half of their votes ain't mean a damn thing. Literally, if you voted blue, you wasted all, like you just wasted your damn time, huh? Now, even the people in red that voted, here's where it comes down to the damn reality, right? The people in red, why did they vote for Donald Trump? Why did they vote? Why did they pick him? What do they believe about him as their representative? What do they believe about what's going to happen with their day-to-day and their lives, huh? And the condition and the state of America? That it's going to be what? Better. They picked him. They said, damn it, I'm voting for that man because he's going to make things better. He's going to make America great again. Ain't that what he said? He's going to make America great again. Question. Wasn't he president before? Is this deja vu? Wasn't he president before? Did America get great the last time he was president? And wasn't that the promise 8 years ago? To make America great again. He got in office, was there for 4 years. Did America ever get great? What was his campaign slogan this time around? Make America great again? What was the definition of an old wives' fable? Superstitious tradition that's not rooted in science. It's not scientific or correct. It's inaccurate. It's wrong. It's false. It's fake. You've been duped. You've been damn duped yet again. How many times do we got to get duped? Like the duping should be enough to sit it out. You understand? The duping should be enough, even if you're not a person that gives, any stake to the Bible. Like you should at least wash your damn hands of the politics. You understand? Like you should at least be able to look at the political scene and be like, God damn, the president of the United States is a complete imbecile, right? He's a 34-time felon. They don't even let felons vote. You understand? They don't even let felons vote. This is what we want to subscribe to. Even if you're not a Bible believer, you should wash your hands of this nonsense. This should be enough profane old wives nonsense to be like, yeah, I ain't. That's garbage. I ain't fooling with that. Even this man that just it has won the election. Damn, his whole gripe about the last election was that it was what?
Rigged.
What?
Rigged.
Rigged. He said, man, the last election was rigged, damn it. I know I won. But you're making me leave anyway. Well, this election wasn't. Like even the man that you're running, like even the man that you're voting for doesn't believe in the damn thing that he's running with. And this is what we subscribe to. Listen what God says. Read that again from the top, verse 15.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee.
We should have someone over us. The children of Israel require leadership and guidance. We require a king, someone in charge. The Most High is big on order. You understand? Hierarchy. He's big on that. Those things are important. Only this silly political system and this silly society could come up with a bunch of confusion to where nobody's in charge of anybody. Everybody's as free as they want to be and can do whatever they want to do. And, you know, men aren't over women, women aren't over, like, everybody, like, it's just this whole jumbled modge podge and a collage of craziness and nonsense. You can kill your baby, you can't kill your baby. You can kill your baby in this state, can't kill your baby in that state. But if you kill a woman that has a baby in her, you're getting charged with 2 deaths. Dad ain't got no say over whether or not she can kill this baby or not. But dad, damn for sure going on child support if she do decide to have this baby. Like, all the confusion, all the chaos, all the instability. This is what we put our stake in. When God says we do need a king, we do need a leader, we do need a shepherd, we do need guidance. But read.
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Whom what?
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Whom 67 million Democrat voting people shall choose.
The Lord thy God shall choose.
Whom 72 million Republican voters shall choose.
The Lord thy God shall choose.
Whom the Electoral College shall choose.
The Lord thy God.
Listen, man. God will choose our king. You understand? God has chosen our king. Does anyone know who our king is? Who is the king of Israel? I'm a one. Yahweh Shai, who is the world knows as
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. He's our king, man. Christ is our king. You understand that? And commanding General Yohana is the leader of this nation under that king. You understand? And all the generals under him, and all the captains under them, and all the officers under them, and all the troopers under them, and all the sisters under them. I mean, damn, that's pretty. I'll take that. Because you know what we're going to do? In that kingdom, under that ruler, we're going to exercise godliness. We're going to exercise keeping the law. We're going to exercise not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. We're going to exercise not serving the gods of the other nations. You understand? And adopting the traditions of the heathens. We're not going to do those things. We're not going to worship idols. You understand? We're not going to have interracial marriages. You understand? We're not going to do those things, man. We are going to keep the Sabbath. You understand? We are going to have order within our households. There will be no feminist movement inside of the household. She will have a power, but that power will not be over a man. To be a damn dragon and a pit bull, you understand, or a rabid Rottweiler to her husband. That is not what we're going to do. Not in Israel. Not under this kingdom. You understand? Not under this king, not under this leadership, not under these commandments and these laws. Donald Trump in office, he's going to change all kinds of laws, man. It's going to be, I mean, hell, none of it's going to fix black people. None of it's going to fix drugs. He thinks every problem in the black community is because of the damn Latinos, man. Immigrants. That's his whole campaign was about immigration, illegal immigrants. Said Haitians are eating cats and dogs in some damn place. Said that the damn the Venezuelans have overtaken some apartment complex in Colorado or some nonsense like that. This was a month or so ago. The damn Hell's Angels were going to Colorado to these apartments to clean that nonsense up. They were going to deal with those gangs. Those Latino gangs, man, they were going to deal with it. They got there. What the hell was going on? Huh? Oh, you ain't seen none of the footage? It was crickets. What gangs? What violence? What debauchery? What are you talking about? They hype up all these lies just to get people emotionally invested, to think that there's problems that aren't problems. Donald Trump in 4 years could have done nothing about immigration. But he could just say, we cut immigration down by, illegal immigration down by 80%. By 90, he can say 90, we cut illegal immigration down by 95%. How the hell would you know the difference? Huh? If you can make up a problem and have people buy into this idea that there's this problem, then you can make up a solution 4 years later and act like you solved it. Listen, man, this is silly nonsense, man. And we think that voting for one of these idiots is going to fix us. We got real problems, man. You understand? Like I don't see an immigration issue when I go outside. You understand? Like show me the immigration issue. I don't see it. I don't feel it. You understand? Every Latino brother or sister I've ever come in contact with has been the most decent, you understand, people that I've encountered, man. Like in Baltimore, we do food drives, right? Food and clothing drives. And there's a large Hispanic population that, comes to get the relief that Commanding General Yohana provides, man, on his dime. You think they out there fighting? Huh? You think they're out there being rude? Huh? Surely we're getting stuck up and shot at by the Mexican gangs that are infiltrating America at an alarming rate. Surely that's what's going on. Nah, I'm seeing no evidence of none of that nonsense. But this is what we want to put our stake in. We want to put our stake into a liar, a whole system of lies, a whole system that's against us. Nah, God told us not to. He said that God will put a king over us. You understand? Read on from there.
One from among thy brethren.
One from where?
Among thy brethren.
From where?
Among thy brethren.
Among thy brethren. You'll know. What tribe is Christ from? Anybody know in here? You troopers, boy, you got proving yourselves today. What tribe was Yahushua from? Aliyah? Judah. Isn't Judah one of the 12 tribes of Israel? Yeah. Good job. Yeah, excellent. Tawab Adolphus. Yeah, tribe of Judah, man. Isn't that one of our brothers? Yeah, what about the tribe of Issachar? The tribe of Manasseh? The tribe of Benjamin? You understand? Tribe Levi. Come on, man. These are our brothers. These are kinfolk. This is our family. Listen, that's who's supposed to, that's who the Lord put over us, one of our brothers. You understand? There's a scripture that said that where Christ said it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. You understand? Like he was born just like us. You understand? He grew up in the ghettos that we grew up in. You understand? Like he suffered the same things we suffered. That's our brother. The hell, Donald Trump, your brother, huh? Donald J. Trump and his family of delinquents. That's your peeps, huh? Nah, to hell with that. What about even Kamala? How do you pronounce it? Kamala? Like say comma, like the punctuation mark. Kamala. Okay, Kamala. No sweat. Kamala. That helps. Probably won't hear about this cat for for the rest of my life. You understand? You go ahead and hang it on up. But no, she is she our brother? She ain't our brethren either. She's Indian. You understand? She's Indian and so-called Jamaican, but I believe the Jamaican, her Jamaican pop's father was a white man. You understand? So like even she's not our brethren. So you went and voted for someone that wasn't your brother when God said, "Don't you put nobody over you that ain't your brother." Huh? He said, I'll put someone over you that is your brother. Here you are, you over here at the damn polls waiting in line for hours trying to cast a vote for someone that ain't your brother, ain't even your brother, one way or another. Come on, man. Keep reading. You can say one from among thy brethren. Take it from there.
One from among thy brethren shall thou set king over thee.
Go ahead.
Thou mayest not.
Thou shalt what?
Not.
Mayest what?
Mayest not.
Mayest not. You may not. Yes. When you raising kids, right? You're trying to teach them manners, right? You know, they might say, you know, can I get some? Can I get some chips? You might say, I don't know, can you? And then they'll correct it. They'll say, may I? May I? May I get some chips? Yes, you may. Right? You may. It's such a polite way to put it. You understand? It's such a polite way to put it. But what mayest not we do?
Set a stranger.
Set a what?
Set a stranger.
Set a what?
Set a stranger.
A stranger. That's your Donald Trump, man. That damn Donald Trump is a stranger. He is an oppressor. He is a heathen. He is an enemy. You understand? You may not set a stranger. Kamala Harris, she is not a brethren. She is a stranger. She's an Indian or an Edomite. You understand? Like, she's not your brethren. It is not who she is. She is a stranger. You may not set a stranger, read.
Over thee.
Over what?
Over thee.
Over what?
Over thee.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Put them over all of this, huh? From sea to shining sea. Put them over that. Put them over you, a stranger. Nah, God said, don't do that. You mayest not. You are not allowed to. If you want to exercise godliness, then you're not going to go vote. You're not going to go attempt to put in the next president of the United States. You understand? You're not going to go try to put in the next governor. You're not going to go try to put in the next mayor, the next damn, I guess what's the next level? Governor, senator, mayor, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, commissioner. You understand? You don't put none of them over you. They don't. You know what you do when you attempt to put them over you? And they say it at all of these gatherings. It's something very sacred. They teach it in school. Not only is it taught in school, it's practiced traditionally on a daily basis inside of every school system. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Every morning. It's on your morning announcements. I'm the one.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
The what?
The Pledge of Allegiance.
The what?
Pledge of Allegiance.
The Pledge of Allegiance. When you cast your vote for someone, you're pledging your allegiance to them. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You're on their side. You're rooting for them. You want them to represent you. You're pledging your allegiance. The very act of participating in this so-called democracy is a token of your allegiance to this wicked nation. You understand that? The act of voting is so damn patriotic. How do I know it's patriotic? What do they give you when you get done voting? What they give you a receipt for your wooden nickel vote? I guess in a way they do. What do you get for that vote? Aliyah? A sticker. What's on that sticker?
I voted.
And what?
The flag.
And the flag. Whether you voted blue, whether you voted red, whether you wrote somebody in that you thought should be like all of that. They give you that sticker with that flag on it to show you that everybody that voted, you did the same thing. You put America first. Truly, you love and trust this democracy. Truly, this democratic process, this election process is something that you subscribe to and you endorse it, it has your allegiance. Listen, man, when God said we ain't supposed to have no damn allegiance to no heathens, man, let alone our oppressor. Salakia, man. All right, let me get the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. Amawan, let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Aliyah, you get Isaiah. Amawan, you give me Ecclesiasticus quickly, Baba Kasha. And that's the Apocrypha. You got it? That boy quick. All right, no sign Christ. Get that brother a hand. He grabbed that scripture quick. I was Salaki, that's in the Apocrypha. And he knows he's already there. You got it, warrior. Go ahead.
In the Apocrypha, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Never trust thine
When?
enemy. Never.
When?
Never.
Sometimes?
Never.
Every 4 years?
Never.
Every 2 years?
Never.
But what if they're my political party?
Never.
Never. Never do what?
Trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy, man. Don't you understand that we have enemies? I fought the Christian church for never ever expressing that obvious truth. The Christian church is so absorbed inside of this society and inside of this nation that they don't even understand the idea of enemies, right? The Christian church just teaches everything is all love, everything is just, God loves everybody, and everything's just, we just hug every damn body, and we just love every damn body. Ask them church members that let Dylan Booth into that church, man. They let Dylan Ruth in that church, man, and he unloaded gun, like rounds into those Christians for loving everybody and thinking that everybody is your friend and everybody just wants to hold your hand and everybody loves you. Dylan Ruth, is it Storm? Dylan Ruth Storm? Am I getting closer? Is that ringing any bells? Come on, man. Y'all got to pay attention to the news, man. This little devil, Edomite, oppressor, enemy went inside of a black church, man, and killed them during their little Bible study or prayer session. And as he's unaliving them, they're praying. They're praying and telling him that they forgive him as he reloads and continues to unalive them. Damn the Christian church, man, and that garbage that they teach in there that'll have us so vulnerable. That'll have us so unprotected in such a wicked society that is riddled with enemies. You don't got to watch the news every damn day. Watch it once a week, and you'll see who the enemy is, man. You'll see the damn. You don't got to look far. Just look inside your family. That mass incarceration, huh? Every family member that you have that is incarcerated because of the oppressor. Don't you be mad at that brother for selling them drugs or doing whatever crime he felt desperate enough to do. This oppression is because of the oppressor. These conditions that create that type of desperation is the result of oppression, man. Damn Christian church can't tell you that. They got to act like that the damn oppressor is your best buddy and your best pal. When the Bible says never trust thine enemy. Read.
For like as iron rusteth.
For like as iron rusteth. Read.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness, man. Like the wickedness of the oppressor. Here's the best way I can describe it, right? There are people who are going to be outright racist. There are people who are going to be outright N-word with the hard R. You understand? Go back to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like they're going to be outright blatant, boom, no sweat, in your face. But then there's going to be the one that's like a little rust under a paint job. I don't know if you ever had a car, right? Damn, some states are terrible with some damn inspections on them cars before you can get them insured and tagged and things like that, or registered. But in Maryland, like if you have like a little bit of rust on your quarter panel, you know what I'm saying? That's like above your tire on the car. If there's some rust on there, you can't just paint over it. You understand? You can't just paint it. Why can't you just put paint over top of that rust? What's going to happen with that rust? Aliyah, it's going to come back. It's going to continue to, even though it's covered up, it's going to continue to fester and grow and compromise the integrity of the frame or that piece of the car's body. You understand? There are oppressors. Like you've got your Proud Boys, you've got your KKK, you've got your alt-right, you understand? You've got your ones that are wide open with it that don't give a damn. They're gonna put it in your face. To hell with what you talking about. But then you've got the one that are like that rust that's under a paint job. You understand? That think that they're just being savvy enough and being crafty and cunning enough to not expose that emotion that they have about you. Like they might even say the Proud Boys are wrong for going out there and marching with all those candles and, you know, those damn candles and things like that. They're wrong. The KKK is wrong for burning those crosses and burning down those churches. Yet and still, they just disagree with the approach, not the sentiment. Does that make sense? So they hate you too. They hate you just like the KKK hates you, but they don't necessarily outright do what the KKK does. But they sure as hell don't mind, you know what I'm saying, when it happens. It doesn't hurt them when it happens. You understand? All the George Floyds and things like that. There was a video of a brother that was walking in the neighborhood. It's Salakia for not having these names down. But there was a brother recently that was walking in his neighborhood, and about 3 or 4 white men are like pressing him, like, what you doing in this neighborhood? Do you know somebody here? Do you live here? You're not supposed to be in this neighborhood if you don't live in this neighborhood. It's like a gated community. And the brother pulls out his phone and he's walking like, yo, they tripping, bro. Like, man, I live here. What are you talking about? What, I can't live here and walk around the block? They're like, no, like, where do you live? Tell us, like, prove you live here. Anyway, one of the white men gets so damn mad, he runs to his car and he goes to what appears to be, you know what I'm saying, tries to like get a weapon of sorts, probably one that shoots projectiles. And it's like, man, this dude really wants to hurt this brother just for walking in the damn neighborhood and not answering his questions the way he wants them answered. So he's ready to turn all the way up. There's another white man. He's like, yeah, pretty much like, yeah, get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't having that around here. But there was another Edomite that went and stopped the guy that was getting the weapon. And it, like, I don't know, this was so profound to me because it was like, it looks like he's a good guy because he's stopping him from hurting him right now. But I realized, again, thinking about all the things that were being said, he was amongst the mob that was, you know, pretty much pressing dude. It's not that he didn't want dude pressed. It wasn't that he didn't hate the damn black boy walking around the damn neighborhood. He just didn't agree with the approach to shoot him. You understand? That's the only difference. He might be glorified like, hey, man, he really protected that boy. He really wanted them, you know, he's not like the others. To hell he ain't. He just didn't agree with the approach to it. You understand? And that's what this scripture is about. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, it rusts, man. It over time, it will reveal itself. The compromise, it'll reveal itself. You can't hide it. Read. So is what?
His wickedness.
His what?
Wickedness.
His what?
Wickedness.
His hatred for you. It's only but so long that they can conceal that hatred for you, man. Oh, it's only a matter of time before that wickedness comes out. Listen, we found that out in Ocean City a couple weeks ago, didn't we? Damn, was it it was a couple weeks ago. We found that out. Had a whole bunch of white people screaming about how, what are y'all talking about? We love everybody. We love everybody. Huh? There ain't no racism. Everybody loves everybody. And the second you disagree with them, what they do? Y'all can recall? What the N words come out, the threats come out, the violence and the aggression comes out. Go back to where you came from. Get out of here. Listen, yeah. I thought everybody loves everybody. Yeah, how soon that changes. Because just like how iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. He can only compose himself for so long. Donald Trump, he don't even try to compose. He don't even try to compose himself. He don't even try to compose himself. He's too stupid to compose himself. Keep reading.
This is verse 13.
No, so like we'll leave that there. Never trust thine enemy. Aliyah, you got Isaiah. Khan. Quickly, Salaki, what's the time?
6:10.
No sweat. We'll go for another maybe 10 minutes. Salaki. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1.
Read.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Say that again.
Woe to the rebellious children.
What does woe mean? Anybody know what woe means in the Bible? Are y'all looking it up?
Got it.
Y'all some good students, man. I'm why you are quick with that. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Go ahead.
Great sorrow or distress.
Great sorrow, distress. Destruction is the word. Destruction. Destruction to who?
The rebellious children.
The who?
The rebellious children.
What's rebellious mean? What the hell does it mean to be rebellious? Aliyah?
Don't follow the rules.
You're not following the rules. Who are the rebellious children that this talking about? Amawan?
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel. How do we rebel? What do we do to rebel? Amawan?
Disobey the Lord.
We disobey our father, man. Rebellious children. And what should happen to us when we disobey? Aliyah?
Woe unto them.
What should happen to us when we disobey? Amawan?
Consequences.
Consequences, destruction. Now imagine the damn destruction that we get is the destruction that our father was trying to protect us from to begin with. Right? So your dad says, don't put your hand on that stove, man. A rebellious child is going to do what?
Put their hand on the stove.
And when they put their hand on the stove, what will happen?
They ain't gonna be burnt.
Their hand's going to be burnt. You understand? Them fingerprints will be destroyed. Trust me. Is it the father that's destroying them? Did the father knock the fingerprints off his digits? No. It was the thing that he was trying to protect you from to begin with that you were rebellious enough and foolish enough to go do. Destruction will come to you, man. It's hard to understand that outside of parenting. You understand? Or outside of being responsible for, like a younger sibling or another child, like maybe I don't want to say babysit. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you looking out for a smaller kid. If you don't, it's hard to understand that. Like, I'm telling you not to do this so that you don't get hurt doing that. And this is saying, woe unto the rebellious children. Read.
Saith the Lord.
Saith who?
The Lord.
Saith who?
The Lord.
Listen, okay. Damn. I'd listen up. Huh? If the Lord telling me something, I've learned under Commanding General Yohana to take heed, man. I ain't cut like that for a whole bunch of woe. You understand? I'm good on the woes. Damn, I've had enough woes. Salakia. I've had enough woes. I don't want no more woes. Not behind rebellion. To hell with that. Read.
That take counsel.
That do what?
That take counsel.
What does it mean to take counsel? Aliyah.
Listen to something.
To listen to, take advice from. You understand? To get told something and to be like, you know what? You're right. I'll do that. To be obedient. You understand? You go to someone for counsel and they say, hey, this is what you need to do. If you take that counsel, you go do it. Woe to the rebellious children that will take counsel, read.
But not of me.
But where?
But not of me.
So where is this counsel coming from? If it ain't coming from the Lord, if it ain't coming from the Most High, where the hell is this counsel coming from? Huh? And the emphasis on not of me is contrary, opposite. This isn't what I would have told you. If you went and you took counsel from someone that told you what God said, who would you be taking counsel from? You'd be taking it from God, no matter who gave it to you. You understand? That's why in the ISUPK, getting counsel is so important, because no one in the ISUPK that's going to give you counsel is going to give you their counsel. It's going to give you their opinion and their perspective. They're going to give you what God says. You understand? Not theirs. Read.
And that cover with the covering.
That cover with a covering. So you think there's, well, what does the covering do? Say it's outside and it's raining. What would a covering do? Protect you from the rain. What if it's cold outside? What would a covering do?
Protect you from the cold.
What if someone's shooting outside? What might a covering do? Protect you. Like, so covering is like protection. So you go to someone for counsel and for protection, read.
But not of my spirit.
But not what?
Of my spirit.
Yeah, you don't want the Lord's protection, huh? You want Donald Trump's protection. They think Donald Trump is going to stop World War III? Huh?
He might start it.
It's already started. You think Donald Trump, listen, okay, you want protection from Donald Trump, go ahead, read.
That they may add sin to sin.
They do what?
Add sin to sin.
Yeah, you're already a filthy sinner. And you think that by voting for Donald Trump and pledging your allegiance to the US of A, and going and being superstitious and believing in old wives' fables, like you're adding sin to sin. You're making it worse. You understand that? Going and voting for a president and thinking that surely this is going to fix my problems, like you're adding sin to sin. You got hella problems because you're a sinner. You understand that? Going and voting isn't going to make your problems better. It's going to make them worse because you're just adding sin to sin. You're sinning on top of sinning. Keep reading.
Verse 2.
Go ahead.
That walk to go down into Egypt.
They do what?
Walk to go down into Egypt.
They walk to go down into Egypt. Now that's heavy. What's the problem with going down into Egypt? Who was Egypt to the Israelites? Huh? Who was Egypt to the children of Israel? Amawar?
Captivity.
Captivity, man. They were our what?
Oppressors.
Our what?
Oppressors.
Our what?
Oppressors.
Egypt was our oppressors. You go and take counsel from them. You go and seek their protection and not God's. You go to Egypt. You go walk to Egypt. You go turn to them. Oh, they're so powerful, though. Egypt was a great nation in its time. You understand? Like they were the United States of America before the United States of America. Do you understand? Like they were the dominant power. Like they were the damn. They were the cool kids, right? Read.
And have not asked at my mouth.
We don't even ask God what the hell he wants. We just flock to the damn polls because Cardi B said to go to the polls. We run to the polls because you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump was at McDonald's and in a trash truck. Huh? And because Hulk Hogan said, you know what I'm saying, go to the polls. Huh? We run to the polls for the silliest nonsense, but we don't even consult what God might want us to do. Read.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
So who do they want to be strong for them? Who is Pharaoh in Egypt?
President.
Who?
President.
Yeah, he's in charge. He's the king. He's the president. You think by going to Pharaoh that like he's such a like and that was one of the deciding factors I hear people say. Donald Trump, he seemed stronger than Kamala. I did it right because I thought Kamala. Donald Trump just seems stronger than Kamala, so I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. Okay, Donald Trump is strong, eh? He's just so powerful, man. All these damn businesses and all this money and all this popularity and all this influence. I get it. You want to go be strong under him. You want his representation. Read.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And to what?
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Surely Egypt is so strong that they'll protect me. I'll do what the Egyptians do because surely no one wants no smoke with Egypt. Huh? I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because Donald Trump, these other nations, they said Donald Trump was the only president that didn't start any new wars. Surely that's because Kim Jong-un and all of them don't want no smoke with him, and Putin don't want no smoke with him. Surely that's the case. Oh, I'm voting for Donald Trump, man. He's going to protect us. Okay. You want to rest in his shadow, huh? Read.
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
The strength of who?
Of Pharaoh.
Be your what?
Your shame.
Your what?
Your shame.
Yeah, you can be all of that 72 million people that voted for Donald Trump. I'll be very interested to see how they feel 4 years from now. 4 years from now. Your life is going to be so great you won't even recognize the 2024 version of yourself. Your neighborhood. What? You surely better not be living in that same house in them same project. You understand? That same damn trailer park. You better have new co-workers. You understand? You better be in a whole new tax bracket. You better not need a damn food stamp the first. You understand? You better be driving them new Tesla trucks. You know what I'm saying? And booking a damn flight to Mars because Elon Musk is trying to take every Edomite to Mars when everything hits the fan. You understand? Here's a hunch. 4 years from now, you're going to be ashamed of the hope that you had in Donald Trump and his ability to fix you and fix your family and to fix your neighborhood and fix your school and fix your damn finances and the economy. You're going to be ashamed. You're going to be like, damn. Maybe you'll come up with an excuse for why he wasn't able to. Hell, I ain't the most politically savvy, but he does have the House of Representatives and the Senate majorities. He's got everything he needs to do whatever the hell he wants to do for the next at least 2 years. You understand? We'll see. Maybe everything turns around. Yeah, but I'm not superstitious. I know how Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans can turn things around. I know how we cannot be ashamed. What does it mean to be ashamed? Aliyah? Disappointed. Huh? That person you voted for, you stood in that long line, You were hungry. You were thirsty. Huh? You stood out there with people who were voting for the opposite party. How uncomfortable was that? You understand? All of you out there pretending, you know what I'm saying, you're not voting for who you're about to vote. But it's awkward. You understand? This is what you did. Yeah, you're going to be embarrassed that you ever did any of those things because none of it's going to pan out to any damn thing. And it didn't matter who the hell you voted for. It didn't matter if you voted red or blue. You could have voted freaking green or yellow or brown. You could have voted whatever color you wanted. None of that's going to matter if we don't turn back to godliness. None of that matters if we don't seek the Most High's face and obey his law, statutes, and commandments so that he can deliver us from this captivity, fix our households, man, get us off drugs, get us to stop committing crime. You understand? Teach us a thing or two about brotherhood. Crimes get committed because we lack brotherhood. We commit crimes to each other because we don't understand brotherhood yet. We ain't been taught brotherhood. That's the difference, man. And if we serve God, we'll treat each other like brothers. You understand? We won't steal from each other. We won't sell each other poison. You understand? We won't sleep with each other's women or wives, huh? We won't do these things to each other, man. We can fix the black community overnight. To hell with a damn election, man. Black community overnight practices what the Most High told us to practice, puts into place our traditions, our beliefs, our morals, our values, what a man is, what a woman is, how to conduct ourselves. The drug addiction gone, school to prison pipeline done. You understand? Families together, children being raised by both parents. You understand? Under honorable traditions that don't go against science, absolutely fact-based results. That's what we need, man. You understand? Instead of just some other silly season. I'll tell you what, you know what I'm saying? We getting ready to shut it down, but I'll tell you what, I'll see y'all in 4 more years with this same exact class. I'll air a damn rerun in 4 years, the day after election. You understand? And you tell me how accurate this was. You understand? Salakia. Again, got the attendance in the chat. You brothers and sisters out there tuning in, make sure you hit that link. You know what I'm saying? Get right. Get that credit for that attendance, man. Get that Hebrew name, man. Especially you, Adolphus. Good night. You've been Adolphus, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. I ain't been around for the longest, but you've been around and you on all the shows. You know, Commander General Yohana show. You on Cross the Line. You understand? You in the classes. You have the ISUPK online classes, man. Go get that Hebrew name, brother. All right. So with that, I want to say Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbarakatham to all the Akim that tuned in. I want to say Yahweh Shema Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah to the Akwathim. Shalom, Israel.